It's the middle of the night. Denise and Aaron were woken at 3 a.m. by intruders. They're both now bound and are in Aaron's master bedroom closet.
When the voice came back to the closet, what did he say to you?
He said he was going to move me to the router room, which is the spare bedroom where the router was located.
So he knew where the router was.
Right.
He knew the layout of the house.
Yeah, and that was another indication of the planning involved. And so he guided me to the next bedroom and again played a new set of recordings. This time it actually had threats saying they were going to ask us personal and financial information, but if they thought that we were lying, that they would then cut our partner's face or give electric shock.
He got my laptop and then forced me to give up my social security number, my bank accounts. He knew where I had banked, where I had my credit cards.
He's asking him for all kinds of personal information. They're looking for email and password information. They're looking for banking information.
They're going to take all my money. That's fine, I'll figure it out. And obviously I was wrong about that.
He's being asked questions, and at some point the intruder realizes they've got the wrong person. The intruder says, "We have a problem." And he says to Aaron, "Do Denise and your ex-fiance look alike?"
And he knew your ex-girlfriend's name.
Yeah, I just let out this like guttural sigh. I was like, yes, they both have long blonde hair. And he said, we got the wrong intel.
They're not there for Denise and Aaron. They're there for Aaron and his ex-fiance.
They used to live there together, and she has moved out, and in fact, only recently he's gotten all of her stuff out of the house.
He said, we have to figure out what we're going to do, and walks out. Part of me had hoped if this is the wrong person, maybe they'll just leave.
Deep down, you knew that they weren't going to leave.
Yeah. And then the next time he came in, he said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take you for 48 hours. Aaron's going to have to complete some tasks.
It's never a good outcome when you're taken to a second location.
No. I thought that it was probably the beginning of the end of my life, and I could only imagine what was in store for me.
I was eventually moved down to the couch.
He right away is told that there's a camera on the wall that will be watching his every move. There are tape markings on the ground setting up a perimeter that he can't leave.
He puts duct tape around my ankles. He asked me if I'm comfortable, and I was shivering. I asked for a blanket, and he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize how cold it is because we're wearing wetsuits.
Wetsuits. That is a brilliant thing for a criminal to do because you're not going to leave any trace evidence.
The intruder explains to him that they're going to communicate with him via text and email, specifically to an email account that they've set up.
Tells me I need to stay there till the morning. I have to call in sick to work, and they had given me Denise's passcode to her phone. I need to text her boss and tell him that she had a family emergency, was going to be gone for the week. I would need to go to the bank, get the money that they requested. I would have to keep my phone line open. They're going to have a camera to monitor me. If I tried to communicate, they would hurt Denise. If I went to the police, they would kill her. And they would give me further instructions in the morning.
Denise is then being taken away. She doesn't know where she's going, and she's scared. He lifts her up. He puts her in Aaron's trunk.
I knew I just needed to stay focused and calm.
And then Aaron's worst nightmare, he hears the trunk of his car get closed.
I was afraid that was going to be like the last time I was going to see her. I used the corner of the couch to push the goggles off, and there was a digital clock, and it was exactly 5 a.m.
So Aaron's desperately trying to keep his eyes open, but the sedative is really making him tired.
I was just going to say I'd pass out, and then my alarm went off, and I called in sick. I was able to like wiggle my hands free, and then I texted our manager, and then I was trying to stay awake, and I just passed out again. I didn't wake up till 11:30. And when I looked around, there was my house with red tape around the borders, defining where I should be. where the camera can see me.
Shortly after, emails and texts start coming in from the intruders, giving Aaron instructions.
They tell me they want 2 payments of $8,500 to avoid the $10,000 federal reporting limit.
He starts messaging the intruders and he hears nothing.
My mind's racing. It's like 20 minutes, about 30 minutes, and I finally calm myself. I start trying to think, and I realize like if I give them the money, they could just take me and kill both of us. And so I can't trust people who do this.
He starts thinking, his brother's an FBI agent. Do I call my brother? Do I call the police? What do I do? Imagine this agonizing period of time. Finally, he makes the decision, I've got to call Ethan, his brother who works for the FBI.
His brother instructs him that they always tell you this, to not call 911. They tell you they're going to track you, but you need to call 911 right now.
Aaron's holding his breath as he dials. He's doing the exact thing the intruders told him not to do.
I hit 9 and 1, and I just hesitated.
He thinks if I press this 1, if I finish calling the police, I might just get Denise killed.
Either Denise is going to be dead, or hopefully we'll be able to save her.
The police are summoned to his home, and phase 2 of the nightmare begins.
Aaron's hoping that police are going to come to his rescue, but he is in for a surprise.
I'm telling you, it did not happen the way that you're describing it. It did not. Period. I didn't hurt her. I didn't do any of that.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.